Today I am going to explain you how to add a certificate to Google Forms. That is, when once Google Form is been converted into a quiz, then you want to give certificate to a quiz. For that, this video will be helping you to understand how to add that certificate quiz. To add that certificate, you have to enter into the Google form which you have created. Now I am showing you the sample quiz which I have created already. Now here two questions has been added to my quiz to show you. Now you want to convert this quiz into a, that is this Google form, into a quiz, and then you want to give certificate to the participants or the students who are attending this quiz. Means then first of all what you have to do is you have to go with the setting options. Within that settings you have to make this as quiz has to be converted, then only it will be converting the Google form into a quiz. Now I am going to save it. Here related to the quiz, it is asking for release of grade immediately after e-submission or later after manual review also can be done. I am clicking with immediately after submission, giving save. Now once you open that particular after completing your settings, and once you are opening your Google form page, you can able to see the answer key option. This particular option will come once you, if you click with the settings of quiz, then only you can able to set the answer key for that. Now here I am going to set the answer key for the question, then I am giving points for it. To understand for our purpose, I am giving 5 points to my first question, and after that I am giving done option. Then which of the following does not constitute a factory as per the factory size? This is also another question which I am adding to it, and I am giving the answer to the question. Is all of the above. That is here answer for the question I am adding all of the above, and I am going with the points of 5. Then I am giving done. Now after giving the marks or the points to the questions which I have added as quiz, then it will be showing here as total points of 10. That is, for my questions, whatever the points I am going to be given will be displayed here. After converting the Google form into a quiz, what you have to do is you have to install a application which is making the quiz into the certification for the students who are attending the quiz. Now for that what we have to do is we have to go with the add-on options. Here actually I have already installed this add-on option as Certify'em. I will show you how it will look if you are not installing it. For example, I am opening my other email ID. In that I am opening the Google form page. To understand you, I am showing this particular page. For example, here to this mail ID I have not installed any of the application regarding certificate. Because of that it is not it is only showing add-on option. Now for example, if I want to install a add-on application to my account, for example, sorry, I have opened my earlier mail itself. Yes, this one. Now for example, if you see this particular mail option, you cannot able to see the add-on options in my Google form. For example, this is my new mail ID which I am showing. Here add-on option is not being shown. Now what we have to do to add our certificate to our Google form means, first of all you have to go with the more options. In that we have a dropout of add-ons. Once if you click these add-ons, automatically you will go into a page of G Suite Market place in which you have to type the certifying app, which you can able to see that. Now once if you click this particular app, you are asking for you to install the application. That is, for example, I am installing this particular app. It is asking for permission because based on the Gmail account, it will be asking permission to installation. I am giving continue. Once if you give the continue button, it is automatically installed in your Gmail account. Here, after installation, what you have to do is you have to go with the Certify'em. Now after clicking this one, it will ask for enable the Certify'em in the quiz. Once if I enable it, what will happen is it will ask again the to go for the corrections whatever you want to do in the certificate. Get started. Once if I give the option of enabling, automatically it will go to a new dialog box which I am showing here. Now it will ask for a few changes according to your quiz options which you want to do. That is, state first of all you have to turn on with the certificate which you are going to make it, and then immediately when you are turning on the status of certification, it will ask for the email address. Why the purpose of asking the email address when you click on the status button is, once you click on to that certification, this Google form is converted into a quiz, and that quiz respondents is going to get the certificates through their mail. For that reason, the particular email address is being added by the Google form. Now, this is what the status of the certification, and then now this records is that whoever downloading the records will be given in the certificate records. Then you can able to mention the passing percentage of the quiz which you are going to conduct. That is here 80%. From 0 to 100 the percentages has been given. You can fix it upon according to the points which you have been given. For example, 70% means the changes will be saved in your certificate. Then now coming to the next option of templates, that is, this is the template which it is shown in the form of model of the certificate. Here actually different templates has been given by the certifying app itself, but if you want to customize your own template, what you can do is you can use a customized template, and I am clicking for that. Take for example, I am going for using of a customized template. Now it is asking for a new file to add on. For that, what we have to do is we have to create a template in the Google Slides. Then only it will be accepting your Google slide page as a certificate. If you are selecting other than a Google slide page means, then it won't accept the certificate. There, for that reason only, for example, now I am going to show you why this certifying app won't accept the other categories in the certificate. I will show you. For example, I am going to see Microsoft PowerPoint presentation cannot be used. Please try again, like that. The message we are getting because we have selected a file which is offline mode of presentation copy which we have selected. For that, what we have to do is we have to go with a new selection. For example, I have already created a quiz certificate in the Google slide. Now I am going to select that one. Now I am giving save changes. Automatically it will accept with the changes whichever have been created regarding the certificate. Now, this is the quota which it is given regarding the number of certificates to be issued in one particular day. Actually, I have already done with 2 applications. It is showing as 91. Generally, it will be 100 email remaining can be done. That is 100 emails can be sent as a certificates in the form of this certifying app. Now, after it is done, what we can do is, you want to give, that is how to add that certificate or how to modify that certificate, I will show you in the form of the Google slide. For example, here to add a Google certificate, that is to add a certificate to your Google form, first what you have to do is, you have to go to a new slide page of Google, and then what you can do is, you can select the uh, background background of this particular presentation which you are going to create as a certificate, or you can apply the layout. For example, I am clicking a blank layout, and then what you can do is, already if you have created a page in your presentation which is in MS Office, then you can insert that page into this particular Google Slides. For example, I can show you by clicking this insert button. I am uploading from my computer. For example, it is a certificate which I have created earlier. Now I am opening this one, and then after clicking this particular image, I can adjust with the image how to look like my certificate. For example, I am showing this certificate in the form of already typed versions which has been saved as an image. Now, within this certificate, you want to issue the participants whoever presenting or whoever participated in the quiz. Now, to add the particular criteria in your certificate means, what you have to do is, you have to add their names. Then, or some people may want to add the score, or some people want to add their college name or address of them. All these things can be added in your image or in your typing of the letter. It is not only that you have to add the images, you can do anything as we are doing in the PowerPoint presentation, but Google form is going to accept only in the form of Google slide page as a certificate. Then only you can able to use that certificate as your customized certificate. For that reason only I am showing this. Now, to include the names, what you can do is, simply you can add by adding the text box in the whichever you are giving as a certificate. For example, here I want to give the names of the people whoever attending the quiz who is getting the more than percentage pass marks which you are mentioning in the quiz. For example, to give the name of the participant, what I will do is, I have to go with the two flower brackets, and in my quiz program I have given the name as full name. The same attributes has to be kept in this also to get the name in the certificate. Now this is been centered, whatever the things you have to, you can go with the changes in the certificate by using the tools which are being given in the presentation. Then you can increase the size of this particular presentation by clicking the options, and you can go with the font color changes of this. Sorry, I have changed this one. Now these are all the changes I am doing in my certificate. Here the full name is the name which I have mentioned in my quiz program of the participant. Based on that, it should get in my certificate. Whoever passing for the percentage level, whatever I have mentioned in the quiz, those person will be getting the certificates, their name will be displayed here. For that reason only we have to give the options of the attributes of which we have mentioned in the Google form. So I have given the full name of the attribute in my quiz. I also mentioning here as full name to get the full name of the participant who are doing the quiz. Now after doing this, in this way only we can add your certificate to your quiz. Now, as I have shown earlier about the adding of quiz, for example, in my certifying app, I have added certificate. This is what the template which I have created. Now, these are all the changes which you have to do once you make the Google form into a quiz. After setting in, and you can able to preview the particular docs which you have been mentioning. Here, all these sample questions will be attended by the person whoever attending the quiz. Then you, after giving the submit option, if the particular participant is getting more than the percentage of passing marks means, then automatically there they will be getting the option of certificate. I want to show you how to they do this. For that, first I will be changing the question as full name. Why? Because I have mentioned the full name in my certificate. I am going to give that. Now after giving this full name, automatically Google is converting that full name as a short answer. Okay, I am completing it. Now this has been done. Now I am going to view it. For example, these are all the changes you can do in your Google form. As I have mentioned earlier in my video about how to create the Google form, you can check my video in the YouTube channel of Vanitha Allavaram. Now, uh, now I am going to preview this. For example, I am going to submit all my details and I am filling the quiz. Now what will happen, you can see that, for example, I am giving the answers, and if you want to send the copies of your filled in quiz means, then you can click with this option. Otherwise, no need of sending that response to your mail ID means you can click it off. Now I am clicking off and I am going to submit it. After submission, if you passed, you will receive a printable certificate shortly like that. We are getting the accuracy. That is, if the particular percentage has been cleared by you means you will be getting the certificate. For example, view accuracy. Here I am going to see with the, here as a sample I am showing to you, it is not visibling. When you attend that particular quiz, automatically this can be done. For example, now I am going to send this to, for example, the thing which I have shown has been mentioned here. See, I am going to the score as 10, that is response has been visible here in the form of quiz whichever I have attended only a few minutes back. That is what the advantage of Google form. Immediately the person who created the Google form and who created the quiz can able to see the responses, and also the person who is going to get the certificate also can be seen by the creator. Here the option which I have mentioned in the quizzes is immediately after submission I have given. I am giving save option. Here the release of scores is being to all the respondents. Here I have released my scores in my mail ID. I will show you how it is going to come. See, I have got my certificate. Here certificate has been turned on in your exam. That is this is what certificate I am going to get. See, this is what the certificate according to my examination. I am getting my certificate. Like this, you can able to create your own Google Forms and you can convert into a quiz and you can make it as a certified course of your way of doing your simple quizzes in the form of this particular app. Thank you for watching my video. If any doubts if you have means you can add this in my comment section. I can able to reply you. Thank you for watching my video. Once again, you can see you in other video.